When you've completed your publication and feel like you're ready to start sharing it with others, there's one last thing you might want to consider. It's called the design checker. It's going to check your publication for the various outputs. You might be printing it at your own location or sending it to a commercial printers. Maybe you're going to be sending it out via email, or perhaps you're going to be putting it up on the web. The design checker is able to check for all of those different options to make sure that your publication is going to look its best at its final destination. Let's explore it as we continue with our HP brochure publication 0605. If you're skipping to this movie or catching up, we'll start by going up to the File tab. Doesn't matter what page you're looking at. We're going to go here to the Info section and click Run Design Checker. Notice it's going to check for potential problems in your publication before you print it or send it via email or even save it using something called Pack and Go, which we'll explore in the next chapter. Go ahead and click Run Design Checker. Now over here on the right, you can see after it's completed its check, and in this case, a general design check, different items may appear down below. And it looks like there are some empty text boxes and story with text in an overflow area on page 2. The cool thing is I can click here to see what that item is that needs to be fixed. Go ahead and click the first one, text box is empty, master page A. Well, that just happens to be the header area on master page A. And we can leave that empty, or if we wanted to, just to tidy things up, we could click the border of our header area and delete it. But I'm going to leave it. Text box is empty in master page B. The header on page B also empty. And you can see the text box in our footer is also empty. And these aren't really errors. All right, let's close our master page now. And if there are any other issues, we can scroll down to them, like story with text in overflow area on page 2. And when I click this, it looks like I might be missing some things. So I can zoom into that. We know we can go up to View and choose Selected Object to zoom into our table here. And if it looks like we're missing anything, we can make the necessary adjustment, like clicking the table itself and going down to the bottom corner if we wanted to stretch this out, or just to the bottom. You can see the double arrows to stretch it out. And that disappears now temporarily. Oh, there it is, still kind of disappearing on us as the design checker rechecks. All right, there are some other things that can be checked here as well. Let's close the design checker first and go back to viewing the whole page. Now we'll go back up to File, run the design checker again. We're going to see those same errors, but we're also going to run the final publishing check. If you're going to be sending this to a commercial printer, you might want to check if it's ready to go to them. Same thing for websites. Well, if you're not posting it on a website, you don't need that selected. But if you might be sending it out by email, and you can see current page only is going to be affected, we can choose that as well. And suddenly, our scroll bar has many more items to check. Text is too big to fit in a frame, it looks like, and will be exported as an image. As we scroll further down, you can see some of these are non-web ready fonts that are being used. So this would be something to consider if we are going to be either using the web or email when we share this. Our intent with a brochure is to print it out. So really we don't need to run the email checks. And the final publishing check might be a good one to leave in there, because we could be printing it at our own location, but we could also be sending it out if we wanted to a commercial print house for the best effect. But click in the background and close the design checker when you're done checking those things that need to be checked for your specific output.